What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast,
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
and I'm Leroy. So this is our wrap up on the Eagles and Dallas Cowboy game. The Eagles lost 21-24. Here's some stats. On the Eagles side, we have Jalen Hurts, 27 for 39, 289 yards, one touchdown, and sacked one time. Rushing, we have Jalen Hurts, 7 carries for 33 yards with two touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 10 carries for 22 yards. Receiving, we got A.J. Brown, 8 receptions, 110 yards, one touchdown. Devontae Smith, 6 receptions, 89 yards. Saquon Barkley, 7 receptions for 52 yards. On the Cowboy side, we have Dak Prescott, 23 for 36, 254 yards, two touchdowns, one interception, and sacked once. Rushing, we have Javonte Williams, 20 carries for 87 yards. Dak Prescott, 5 carries, 9 yards, and one touchdown. Receiving on receiving side, we have George Pickens, 9 receptions, 146 yards with one touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 4 receptions, 75 yards. But first of all, you kind of can see the writing on the wall that between the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third, you already knew that the Cowboys was going to come back. This was some poor performance, and I've been seeing everybody talk about Kevin Petrulo. That's our offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
They talking about him getting fired and all that stuff. No, the blame is on the coach. Okay, you have the offensive coordinator. His job is to call the plays or do whatever he do. When is the coach supposed to step in and change stuff? Well, you want to wait till the end of the season?
Right, me and Mike was having the same conversation because I said, you as a coach, when you see a coordinator doing some dumb shit, sooner or later you got to say either I'm taking over or you need to change this or that. You know what I mean? You're not just supposed to sit back and let shit crumble.
Right, exactly. And now I'm hearing about how Saquon Barkley lost a step and all that stuff. No, the offensive line is trash. The offensive line is trash, and they missed a lot of blocks. Second of all, everybody's talking about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, he can't really don't have time because they say how he only looks at one person. No, he don't have enough time to be looking around at
Right.
everybody. That's the problem. So he got to look off one man. If that man ain't open, he has to run for it. Just like the last play, when he got the sack.
Oh, that guy came straight up the middle, just blew his guy right up. It's like,
Right.
damn, you can't hold for the last play. And that was like you said, when you said you blame the head coach. No, I blame Patulo and the head coach first off. The head coach got to get more blame because he is the head coach, the overseer. But this is the second time we had an inexperienced offensive coordinator, and it's the same results. When is you going to learn when you got a championship caliber roster that you need someone with experience that know what they're doing back there?
Right.
So he did real good in the first half, and I was surprised, and I was like, wow. I was giving him props on in the messages and everything. Like this offensive coordinator is mixing it up. He's calling good plays, this and that. And then he reverted right back to his bullshit ways in the second half of just trying to sit on the lead.
Right. Right.
You would think you would, and the reason why, and I told Mike, I said, well, this is what you wanted. You wanted your quarterback to throw damn 40 times for almost 300 yards. Excuse me. You want AJ and Smith to eat. I said, but the problem with that is when you throw that many times, you putting the ball in danger for one. And for two, you're stopping the clock on incompletions. So that's giving another team that got firepower time on the clock. You're supposed
Right.
to start running the ball and calling plays where that clock is steady moving. And we
Right.
didn't do that. Especially that 3rd and 2. Everyone knows 3rd and 2, you can run the ball. Even if Saquon Barkley get 1 yard, run it again and get another 1 yard, you got a first down. You can do a
Right.
touch push, something. But to call a pass play on a 3rd and 2 when you know our line wasn't holding up the block all game is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I expect to see some changes on Black Friday football, because it's got to be. They have to do well. It's nothing they can do with the offensive line, so I don't know what to help them there. Because
The line is horrible too.
right, right,
Uh, that dude, Fred Johnson, whatever his name is, the fill in the left tackle, he gets like 3 penalties every game. Now, for us to have 14 penalties, oh man, I felt like the ref was already on the fix.
hmm
Calling every guy. Every time we made a positive first down or a big play, it got called back. That's
yep.
ridiculous.
And how about the play when CD Lamb caught the catch and he he pulled the guy's helmet down right in front of the ref. But
Mm-hmm.
they called it a pass interference on the Eagles. No.
Yeah. Well, he did it on another one where he pushed off and they called a pass interference. But the receiver pushed off as clear as day. He got his arm extended to get separation, and then they call it on us.
Right. Right. And shout out to the Judgmental Podcast too, because Tom Brady said mentioned the same things that we said on here. He said something about N'Kobe Dean. N'Kobe Dean played awesome. That was like the bright spot of the game was N'Kobe Dean. He played awesome on Sunday.
Even that interception, like, God damn, here we go with the penalty. We have 14 penalties. That's ridiculous. And I think they
Yep.
said we lead the league in penalties.
And he said something about the beef between AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. He said, "Well, look, I don't know what they're talking about, but from what I see, I don't see none of that.
It ain't, I
I don't
told,
see it neither."
and me and Mike was having this argument because Mike said it's not just AJ Brown that's having issues with Jalen Hurts. There's a whole bunch of players. I said, oh, bullshit. You believe that Derek Gunn report, the secret insider report? I
Yeah.
don't believe that one bit.
Well, I'm telling you, if they talk about this during that Hard Knocks,
Mm-hmm.
HBO is doing the Hard Knocks on the NFC East. Everybody, I don't know when it's going to start. I guess it's supposed to start in a couple of weeks, whatever. If they talk about this stuff in there, it's a work
Oh
because
yeah, well they definitely gonna talk about it because what else is there talking about? We've been in the news since week one. Everything is wrong with Philly. Can't go wrong. Something wrong with Jalen Hurts. The offense can't do nothing. And we're winning games the same way Kansas City was winning games last year. And ain't nobody say shit.
right,
And Bo Nix is doing the same shit this year, but now everybody praising Bo Nix.
right,
I uh I saw somebody in the text message in the comments and he mentioned the same shit that I said that we talked about. Well, maybe they holding their good shit for later.
right. Do you
Uh
still believe it?
it could be. It could be. Because here, I'm gonna send it to you.
Well, while you sending it, I'm gonna go back to what you said on the text message about the run and why they didn't run Saquon more. Okay, if you think Saquon is quote unquote washed up, you should be running Tank more. If that's what the problem, that's what you think what the problem is. Now, I understand that they're not really running because that the teams now is like putting all they linemen on. They're putting 5 and 6 man fronts.
so they're stacked. So I think they're stacking a line when Saquon is in the game, just in case, or as a rundown with Saquon.
Right,
And when Tank's in the game, they're not stacking a line, and that's why he's doing better.
right.
But
Well,
my thing is still mix it up. Give him more carries. He got one carry for 8 yards.
right. Well, that's not the point. Regardless if they stack in a line with Saquon
Right.
or not, you still should be running the
And
football.
he's still got to run the ball. And for him to only get 10 carries is ridiculous.
Right.
So he pretty much phased out Goddard in the passing attack and threw more passes to Saquon. And Saquon has always been suspect with the fucking catching the ball anyway. So he
Hmm.
catches the ball and then fumbles. And then we got Gibson back there on return. And he ain't returned all year. We just signed this guy or picked him up from the practice squad, wherever he came from. Now he's back there fumbling on returns.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I see. The guy saying they holding up the good stuff
Uh,
for the playoffs.
And another thing is, the way our defense was playing the last 3 games, even with a 21-point lead, you're not supposed to let Dallas just throw fucking bombs and march up and down the field on you like that. Our
Right.
defense couldn't even stop nobody. They couldn't
Nope.
get pressure and they couldn't fucking cover nobody.
Yep. In the second half,
Yeah,
at the end of
second
end
second
of the
half.
end of the second quarter and the second half, they couldn't. The defense couldn't do
If
nothing.
you got if you got a good defense and you're up 21-0, they only got a half to play in the second half, and it's going to be mostly passes. Your defense should be held it down. So I blame the defense a little bit too in the second half
Right.
for collapsing.
Right. And do some more blitzing. Like get to the quarterback. That's the problem with the Eagles. They don't get to the quarterback enough.
But that's a defensive coordinator. He don't like the blitz.
Yeah, it's kind God, you don't let Prescott just sit back, sit back in a pocket and just
And
launch bombs.
and I knew this was going to be a big game because it's NFC. You know what I mean? Anytime you play teams in your conference, they get
Right.
up for they can be fucking 1-8. But if they playing in your conference, a division game, you know what I mean? They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
play. So we already knew Dallas was coming.
Right. Uh-huh. Anything else you want to talk about the game?
No, I hope Kevin. I saw stuff on there that saying Kevin Patulu got demoted, but I didn't. It was just bullshit.
Okay, yeah, yeah. It's time for the coach to step in and say, okay, look, I don't like the play calling. I just call the plays this game or whatever.
Did you see that Nick Foles interview?
Yeah, I seen it. I was going
Yeah,
to send. Oh, I sent it to you. That's the one I
did you
sent to
send it
you.
to me?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Say the
Same
same
shit.
shit we said.
Same shit.
Yeah,
Yup.
right. You see the play, same play over and over again. Once they line up, you already know where it's going to go. But it's the same thing with rushing. They'll just take Saquon and just run him straight up the middle.
And then another guy, one of the guys said the same thing that I said. I said we give up too many plays. If we take a loss, it gets sacked or a false start or something, and now it's like 1st and 15, we'll do like a couple run plays or something short and then just punt. How about you fucking try to get half of that on a pass or run, you know what I mean, and try to get a first down, not just say, well, fuck it now, since we 1st and 20 or 2nd and 20, we just gonna punt the ball away. No, fucking try to get half that at each play.
And you have the personnel.
Right.
So next week we going against unbelievable the 8-3 Chicago Bears. It's a home game. The Bears won four straight. So what's your thoughts on this game?
I think we should have a bounce back game. The Bears got a good defense. Their offense is still suspect. Caleb Williams, he's playing better than he's played in the past. He's still improving, as a young guy.
Pause on
They
you with that one. Their offense is six in the league. Passing is 12, and they
that don't
rushing,
mean
so they
nothing.
run the football
That
at
don't mean nothing
second. Well, we just seen
because
Dallas just run on the Eagles during the second half, so they can run the
right,
football.
right.
Your old boy on the team.
So Swift been banged up, and their division is not that good. What's their division? Chicago.
NFC North.
I mean, like
Oh,
who's
you
the teams
mean
over
who the
there?
teams?
Yeah,
Oh shit, hold on.
because if you look at their teams, I don't. I think is that Minnesota in them.
Yes.
Who else?
Shit. Hold on.
But yeah, nobody's worried about Chicago. I mean, they can beat us because we got our own issues right now. But I mean, like as far as like NFL teams in the league, they're not worried about Chicago.
Packers, Lions, and Vikings.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can beat Chicago. I think we should beat Chicago, but who knows with Kevin Patullo. He finally put a goddamn half together, and I was proud of him. I should have never gave him his praise. And then he fucking shit the bed the second half.
And like you said, what's up with getting all these young coaches? Why you can't get like a veteran, an old veteran,
Mm-hmm.
offensive coordinator or something?
And it ain't even like it's a talented young offensive mind. Is a guy that's like in house that never done it before. Let's just promote him and move him over instead of going out and getting somebody that's been done it before. Is offensive coordinators out there that's young,
Right,
that's been around, that's still young, that know what they're doing, and got innovative plays and want to do some trickery and shit like that. You bringing up a guy in house that don't know what he's doing. The same when we had Ben Johnson, the same way, and our
right.
offense stunk like that, and we ain't know what to do.
Somebody had made a comment on Twitter that these are guys that grew up playing Madden, and this is where they get their they get
But he's not even calling
their
man plays.
football.
Because even on man plays,
Right,
you go for the gusto. We
right.
like we got all our receivers going 5 and 6 yard outs and shit, and and
Uh,
and, and 5 and 6 yard posts. You can't get no first downs and make no impact. That's why. And usually, like what's the name? Not yeah, AJ is breaking tackles, but you can't break tackles if he's doing a quick turnaround after 5 yards and they right there on his back to tackle him.
right, and they
You
already
need
know the pass is gonna be short
Right,
anyway.
right. And the same way AJ Smith with his burners, you should be sending him long and long slants and shit like this. So the defender get behind him and he cooking once he catch that ball.
Right. Uh, and your old boy, Seth Joyner is becoming a hater too,
Oh
by the
yeah, he's
way.
a big time hater.
So has he always hated Jalen Hurts, or is it just starting?
I really never paid him no mind to this year.
Okay, so he talked about the last play, how how the 3rd and 2. You talking about how man, that man, the tight end was open. I don't know if it was Goddard or Catalia. I don't know which one
Mm-hmm.
who was out there, but and everybody was like, no. He took like a little quick snapshot of the tight end across the middle.
Yeah, they always do bullshit like that. My man here running for his life because ain't nobody get blocked. He's right up the middle, so it's hard to do something when somebody right up the middle on your ass.
Right. And then somebody said no. They took a wider picture of it and they see the guy was covered. The
Man,
ball
he's
was
full of
supposed to go
shit.
to AJ Brown, but he was locked up. It wasn't nothing he could do. Like you said, he didn't have enough time because the guy was already in his face.
That play started off wrong. That should have never been a play call for that position. I would have been cool with a damn Jalen Hurts sneak or something, or play action pass like something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or get your quarterback rolling around. If it's there, throw it. If it ain't there, run for it. Something. But to just sit there and drop back like that when they've been on our ass all game.
Mm-hmm. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
No.
All right, y'all. You can reach us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at pnljudgementals, Instagram at the two underscores judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.